For today's video, I'm going to be using acrylic yarn by Red Heart Yarn, and this is the color Latte Stripes. And I'm also going to be using measuring tape, scissors, and a 425 crochet hook. You can actually use any crochet hook that you like. Just know that the bigger hook size you use, the more open your stitches will be, and the smaller hook size you use, the less see-through it will be. Same goes with the stitches. I'll be using a half double crochet for this video, but you can switch it to a double crochet. The only thing is, since you're using a double crochet, it is a much bigger stitch and your dress will be a little bit see-through, but with half double crochets it'll be completely closed off. For the measurement, I'm doing this based off my bust measurement, which is 32 inches, and I'm going to be subtracting 4 inches off that measurement because I am using acrylic yarn, and acrylic yarn is known for stretching. So that it has the perfect fit, I'm just going to subtract 4 inches off, which means that both of my panels will be 14 inches wide. I'm going to be making a dress that reaches my chest all the way to my ankle, so I'm going to use about 2 skeins for this piece. To make this dress is going to be super easy. We're just going to make 2 panels and then attaching them together. So I'm going to start off by making a slip knot, and then I'm going to make a chain length of 45, which measures to 14 inches. But again, that might change depending on your size. But I'm just going to make my chain length and then come back. Now that my chain length is done, I'm going to be making rows of half double crochets back and forth until I reach my desired length. So since I already have my front panel done, my front panel is currently 98 rows and I want my back to be exposed. So for the back panel, I'll only be making 70 rows. You can obviously alter that to your liking. You can make it fully closed off or fully backless. It just depends on your preference. So to start off, I'm just going to flip the chain over until you see these little back humps, and this is where you're going to go into because this is how you have a clean look, and it also gives you that foundation chain look without actually doing it. So I'm just going to pull up some yarn, and then I'm just going to yarn over, go through the back hump, grab the yarn and pull all the way through, yarn over, go through the back hump, grab the yarn and pull all the way through, yarn over, go through the back hump, grab the yarn and pull all the way through. I'm going to continue this until I finish this row, and then I'll come back and show you how to get rid of this tail and start the second row. I'm almost done with my first row, so I'm just going to put my hook in, and I'm going to put this tail through and then just simply make half double crochets over it. Now that I've finished my first row, I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to flip my work. Now I'm going to make a half double crochet in this immediate stitch. So just make a half double crochet and continue making half double crochets until you finish this row, and once you've done that, I'll come back. I'm almost done with my second row, so I'm going to make a half double crochet into the last stitch, and this is how you keep a straight edge. Sometimes you may forget to add a stitch here or in the beginning, and then you have a crooked line. So now I'm going to chain 2 and flip my work, and then you're going to continue making half double crochets back and forth until you reach your desired length. Personally, I'll be repeating this for a total of 70 rows, and once I finish that, I'll come back. I just finished my back panel and it's currently 70 rows, and now I'm going to attach this to the front piece. There's 2 ways of attaching this. You can single crochet your way down, which is what I'm going to do in this video, or you can just cut a really long tail and just sew your way down. But now I'm just going to mark stitch markers where the panels are going to be. So this is the back connected to the front, and then I added some slits at the bottom so I have room for movement. So I'm only going to be attaching from this stitch marker to the other one. The stitch markers are placed and they're holding it in place. So now I'm just going to make sure it's aligned really well, and then I'm just going to go through here, make a slip stitch, then I'm going to go through the chain 2 that we did and just going through the stitch. And now you're going to make a single crochet, and you're going to repeat the same thing until you reach your stitch marker or just all the way towards the bottom. Once I have both sides done, I'll come back and show you what to do next. I finished doing the seam on both sides, and now I'm going to show you how I get rid of this loose tail. What I like to do is put my hook under the stitch and unravel the yarn until I have 2 and 2. Then one part goes underneath, the other one stays on top, and you simply just tie it off and cut off the excess. Once you flip your dress inside out, we're going to add straps. So you're going to begin by making a chain length of 140, and now we're going to make single crochets around the side and the back of the dress, and then chain 140 again. And this part is optional, but you can slip stitch your way down to make a thicker strap, which is what I'm going to do. So now after you've done this, you're simply just going to put your crochet hook in the corner and simply just single crochet your way down until you reach the other side, and then I'll tell you how to work your way back down. I just single crochet my way down, and I have both straps, and if you want you can cut it off and leave it like this, but I'm actually going to slip stitch my way down just because personally I like to have a thicker strap. So in the first stitch I'm going to make one single crochet, and then I'm simply just going to slip stitch my way down on the chain. And then once you reach this part, you're going to single crochet your way down and then tie it off with the end. Once I finish that, I'll come back and show you how to lace it up. I just finished both straps, and now it's time to loop it through. And personally, I already marked off where I want it to be, so now I just have to put it through. To do that, you're just going to crisscross the straps, and then you're just going to place it to your liking. And personally, I'm only going to lace it up twice, and then the excess is going to go through the bottom. So once I finish lacing it up over here, I'll show you how to lace it up through the bottom. I just tried it on and I decided that I don't want to lace it up through the bottom, but if that's something you want to do, you're simply just going to go in and out of every stitch and then just simply pull your strap through. So once you've done that, the dress is done and ready to wear. This is the final result, and I absolutely love this color and how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week.